Many expensive items will blow your mind in Warframe, as sometimes you might think that the most expensive are those things that are great and powerful, but they end up being just a weapon skin. Just take, for example, the Phase Ankyros skin and a Phase Tigris skin. These were part of a series of semi-transparent skins during the Steam Winter Sale in 2013. The Phase skins are the most expensive skin in Warframe, which can be acquired by trading with other players or through the Steam community market. There's also the Rubdo Plated Viper skin, another limited and very expensive skin for Warframe weapons. They were obtainable via crafting on Steam and were of limited quantity. Players were able to craft them during the Steam Summer Sale in 2014, and are currently only obtainable by trading with other players or through the Steam community market. Do you know how much these skins cost right now? Well, I don't know how much in platinum, as the ones I saw were sold with real money. Right now, the Plated Viper skin is sold for $120. The Phased Tigris skin cost about $220, while the Phased Ankyros skin is sold for a hilarious price tag of $1,800. This is insane because, in my opinion, these are the worst looking skins in the game, and the only reason why they are these expensive is that only a few people owned these skins in the game. Honestly, no one will buy these skins unless you are very dedicated in collecting all the stuff in Warframe to complete that 100% achievement. But hell, even the achievement on the line, I wouldn't waste that much money for such ugly skins. I'm just saying, and these are just my opinion. Like my title suggests, what I'm going to talk about here are actual items that you can use in the game to make you powerful, and not ugly skins that are overpriced. By the way, I would like to ask for your support by simply subscribing to our channel and liking this video. I would really appreciate if you do this, and this will help me grow my channel tremendously. Thank you so much, and now, let me tell you about the pricey things that you can own in Warframe that is actually useful. First off, I would just like to tell you that I haven't done a single trade right now that cost more than 1,000 platinum, unless it's a trade wherein multiple items are involved, or it's arcane energize. It's pretty obvious that the most pricey thing in Warframe that is also valuable is the energy arcane, and it costs about 2,200 in average now in the Warframe market to buy a full rank of this arcane. It's universally good and applicable to all Warframes, and it makes your life super easy, especially if you are using heavy caster Warframes. Aside from Arcane Energize, there are no other single trade I have done right now that cost over 1,000 platinum. In the past, trades like these are normal, by the way. I don't know if you remembered, but there was a time wherein Ember Prime and Frost Prime cost a lot of platinum, and when I mean a lot, it means that Ember Prime set is being sold for 3,000 plus platinum, while Frost Prime set is being sold for 1,000 platinum. The reason why this happened is it took longer to unvault these Prime Warframes, and their prices bloated in the market. I was able to take advantage with this trade in the past, and I was able to sold an Ember Prime set for 2,700 platinum, which aid me for purchasing all the necessary mods for my Warframes and weapons and cutting that long grind. But right now, vaulted primed parts are not the pricey anymore. The highest vaulted prime set could range from 100 to 350 platinum in the market right now, but remember, these prices do fluctuate every day, so there's no telling if it will increase or decrease tomorrow. In my opinion, vaulted prime parts are the most expensive, and as well as the most valuable things that you should own in Warframe, but not all, mind you. If you go to the wiki page, then you will see the list of all vaulted prime Warframes right now. The prime with letter V are those that are currently vaulted, which means you can't get their relics right now unless they are unlocked by the Prime Resurgence vendor. Out of these vaulted primes, there are those which costs more if you buy the full set. At the moment, the Vault Prime set cost around 105 platinum in the Warframe market, Limbo Prime set is 100 platinum, Necros Prime set is 110 platinum, Zarim Prime and Hydroid Prime sets cost around 120 platinum, and Viabin Prime set is the highest priced vaulted prime parts right now, costing around 170 platinum per set. Among the bunch, I think Hydroid Prime, Vauban Prime, and Necros Prime are the most sellable. As you all know, Hydroid rework is coming in the upcoming Abyss of Dagath update, and I think many players would like to try the rework version of Hydroid Prime. On the other hand, Vauban Prime and Necros Prime are pretty useful Prime Warframes. Vauban Prime is often useful in Elite Sanctuary Onslaught while leveling your weapons. It's the most versatile Warframe for this scenario, especially if you subsume GAUSS Spectro-Siphon ability into the Warframe. It's the perfect Warframe for supporting the team's energy in Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, and when there's no nuker Warframe, then the grouping of Vortex is very handy in killing multiple targets at once. While Necros Prime is the most versatile farmer in Warframe, I love Cora Prime when it comes to farming, but she is now too mainstream for me. Also, Necros is more versatile in my opinion, since there are drops in other missions that Necros Desecrate can double and Cora's Pilfering Strangle Dome can't. Just take for example the Orokin matrices on the isolation vaults in Deimos. Overall, you can take advantage of this Prime vaulting and you can check the wiki on which Warframe is vaulted currently. Check the prices in the Warframe market and sell if they are expensive. This also makes Prime Resurgence a very handy feature for platinum farming, and of course, Prime Warframes are always great to have. What about Prime Weapons? Okay, I saved it for the last part of this video. For now, let me tell you about Primed Chamber. Primed Chamber is multiplicative with other damage increases, and it's a 100% bonus. So it's one low-cost mod that doubles your damage on the first shot. Very much worth it on Vectis, but not so great on any other sniper. My best advice is that when the Void Trader has this mod on sale, then best purchase it and wait a couple of months before selling it to other players. And of course, let's not forget about Riven mods. Not just any Riven mods, but those that are currently popular. I know the fact the Rivens in the game are not a requirement to make a weapon good enough for the enemies that Digital Extremes has to offer in Warframe, but overkilling enemies in Warframe is super good, and there's those guys who love to spend hundreds of platinum just to see their guns go crazy with red crit numbers. The most popular stats, but not for all, in a Riven mod is those that have critical chance, critical damage and multi-shot. These are the most sellable Rivens in the market, but just like I have said, it's not meant for all guns. Take for example Laetum Riven, which some players prefer, a Riven with negative critical chance to proc the Devouring Attrition perk of the gun more often. There are also cases that a player need a negative impact Riven on their gun, so that slash damage will be more dominant. Basically, Riven stats depends on what the player need and have no standard stats needed for all weapons. But most popular Rivens right now holds the 3 popular stats, such as Rubico Prime, which needs critical chance and critical damage for Eidolon hunts. Right now, Riven mods are even more popular after the release of Incarnon weapons. Not those original Incarnon weapons, but those old weapons in the game that were given Incarnon forms such as the Incarnon Torrid and the Incarnon Ceramic Dagger. So far, these are the most popular Riven mods in the market right now. And by the way, Glaive Prime is still the most pricey Riven mods in the market, and this is our last topic for this video. Okay, let's now talk about Glaive Prime. This Prime throwable disc weapon is being sold around 370 to 400 platinum right now in the market, and I think this is the right price, because first, Glaive Prime is vaulted, and secondly, this is an insane weapon to have for its AoE/nuke. While I love to mash things sometimes with my Glaive Prime, the best usage for this weapon is when it's throwed to a group of enemies. Thrown Glaive has a guaranteed impact and slash proc, and heavy attacks while the Glaive is in mid-flight produce a 4.8 meter explosion and forces the Glaive to return with explosion guaranteed with impact and slash procs with no fall-off damage. Right now, this is the most valuable Prime weapon in the game that everyone must have. While it's very expensive for those who don't have hundreds and thousands of platinum already, the investment for this weapon is worth it as it gives you the kill speed you need to farm and beat Warframe. Other valuable things, such as galvanized modes, primed modes, and even Archon mods, are also considered as a must-have in Warframe, but they are not as expensive as the ones I have mentioned earlier. Also, I know for the fact that there are some expensive items I have missed in this video, so feel free to comment them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you find the video informative. See you in my next video.